The Whale is now available to stream on VOD. The Darren Aronofsky film starring Brendan Fraser on his comeback, Hong Chow and Sadie Sink, getting some Oscar plaudits with Fraser and Hong Chow both getting acting nominations. Here's what I think. This movie stinks, dude. This movie is awful. What are we doing here? Are we kidding ourselves right here with thinking that this is a good movie? This thing is insultingly bad. There are levels of bad movies, and this is at the bottom of that. It's insulting. This thing is cartoonish from top to bottom. Fake human interactions. People don't interact like this. Dialogue doesn't sound like this. It's just a nightmare of a movie that Brendan Fraser is actually pretty decent in. I'm happy that he got an Academy Award. He's given much better performances, and hopefully he will in the future. But good Lord, what is going on in this movie? I don't even know. First off, I think this portrays obesity pretty insultingly. I don't enjoy the way that he is portrayed with his eating habits, and mainly due to the loud score that is constantly playing throughout this movie in scenes when he is either not eating or eating, which he does a lot in this movie. And it's gross and disgusting, and obviously it's kind of meant to be gross and disgusting. It doesn't make it enjoyable to watch, nor do I think it's very good. Aronofsky loves his kind of loud and intense score to drive up the thriller aspect of it and you know, get you feeling that tense rush of emotion, but Jesus Christ, it goes on for the entire 2-hour runtime, that loud overarching score. And at some point you're just like, yeah, I get it. This is supposed to be dramatic, but you've been yelling at me for the past however many minutes, so I don't really care. I think Hong Chow is fine in this movie. I'm kind of surprised she got an Academy Award for her supporting role in this. I don't really think it's anything special, but it's just... I also don't think that the whole whale metaphor works. Obviously, on the surface, it's called the whale because he's big. Get it? And then he has this whole obsession with the Moby Dick story and his daughter Sadie Sink. Oh boy, Sadie Sink is actively bad and plays a very big part in ruining this movie. I don't blame her necessarily, but the way that she is written is abysmal. Because I don't think Darren Aronofsky has ever interacted with a teenager in his life, because this is a cartoon character Sadie Sink is playing pretty much. It's abysmal. She has an interaction with like a Jehovah's Witness type kid that keeps visiting Brendan Fraser throughout the film, and I swear it is the most like body-tingling, like horrific portrayal of how two teenagers interact. It is absolutely abysmal, awful, and just makes me so mad because it's like, I know for a fact that humans don't interact like this, and so do you, the viewer. I don't get it. I don't think I ever will. This movie is not for me, and the reviews have actually been semi-mixed. It came out at one of the film festivals, I forget. People loved it, but then more reviews started coming, and people did not like it. Mainly because it's just cartoonish, and the ending, oh my god. I thought I was in a comedy at the ending. I almost started busting out laughing by how ridiculous it was. I just could not believe that this was the way that they chose to end the movie. It is literally cartoonesque, like it written by a child. It just does not work for me from top to bottom. I don't think there's anything redeeming about this movie outside of Fraser's performance that is semi-redeemable. He's playing very over the top in this throughout the whole thing, and I guess that's what he was asked to do by Aronofsky. So that's good for him. Ultimately, this thing is a stinker from the first minute to the last minute, a total stinker. Aronofsky is a director I really like. Black Swan is an awesome movie. Does not work here. Does not work here. He's got his style, and for this for these characters, for this movie, it's no good. It's absolutely no good. I don't really know what else to say. I can't really rant. I can't stop ranting about this, but I have to. There's nothing going on for me in this movie. It's one of the worst. One of the worst movies I've seen of 2022, and I've seen a fair amount of movies, and this one's definitely towards the bottom. Sorry if that disappoints you, but hey, it's under 2 hours, so I recommend watching it, even if my review puts you off. But I'm assuming it didn't. Go watch it for Brendan because he deserves it. Other than that, sorry to disappoint. The movie's bad. I don't know what to tell you. This thing's like 1 star out of 5, 1.5 stars out of 5, I guess. This is a very cartoonish delivery of that line, but you know what? He went for it. I'm hoping to see Brendan in other things because we definitely deserve a Brendan Fraser comeback, but he deserves a much better movie to do it in, and I'm sure we're going to get that in the future now that he's back in the public life. Good for him. Very happy for him. Other than that, I'll see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.